Oh yeah. Today was frustrating, guys. I'm not going to put in all the clips today, okay? I've been absent a couple of days. Apologies. The daily cadence is something I try my very best with, but today's live session inside school, Asian session, was frustrating to say the least to begin with. We had, these are the 4 trades I took on stream. This setup was great. B rank trade, previous day value high plus a high volume node at the time of the trade. Nice easy bounce. That was a good win. Second trade down here, we had high volume node plus VWAP plus PD POC, right? Going long, zero reaction. It just cuts straight through all the way down. Okay, next time, taking that trade on the other side, opposite side, right? Broken A rank becomes A rank on the other side. Boom, cuts straight through to the other side. Frustrating. So B rank was a loss, win, sorry. A rank was a loss. A rank was a loss. Then the third trade was also an A rank. We had previous day value high plus developing value high plus upper VWAP for 3 confluences for a short for a nice easy win. I took a couple more trades today, faded the overnight value low and also faded the breakdown of this, which we were waiting for the long initially. The long happened over here, okay? Didn't quite trade the level, but that's the reaction you want. It's in a general discount area. The long came up, failed at developing point of control, okay? And at the overnight value low that it left behind, failed. That's where I got my short trade and came down. So when it came down, I avoided going long here because of seeing this failure at developing point of control. The big buy already happened and the buyers were unable to get higher. So when it came down, started to build this pressure here, right? I looked for the short from this point. So that's today's trading in a nutshell on this particular account. This is Take Profit Trader, one of the main ones, up 4,300 today. I've been really trying to push this one hard. I went in with a lot of size on some of these trades today. Actually, let me show you. I went in with heavy size on the short up here. Boom, boom, boom. And I actually executed. I got short and closed it out. I got short with a couple of contracts. And then I said, you know what? As it trades up, I was able to keep my risk the same and add freaking 10 contracts onto that trade. Ended up taking partials and then entering again and taking it again. So it was a bit messy, but I risked basically what I'd made earlier from these trades. I'd risked basically what I'd made earlier from these trades plus a little long I took earlier in the session to push that final bit over the line because I really wanted to push this account to get through to a 10K payout. So I've hit that target, right? And from this account, I will be pulling out a 10K payout from it tomorrow once the dashboard clears on Take Profit Trader. So it was a frustrating day, but a profitable day nonetheless. And what I wanted to talk about on this particular daily breakdown video, instead of sharing the trade clips and everything, was actually the reason or the thinking behind losing trades in A-rank trades. Because inside of the school session today, we were frustrated, man. We were real frustrated. Let's just clear a bunch of shit from here. When these trades happened today, over here, these 1, 2, 3 trades. The first trade, this was the first one we took on stream, that I took on stream. That was a nice win, set a nice tone for the day, like, cool, welcome back Asia session, nice Sunday open. It was a nice easy win, right? Ignore this, it was an accidental sell when I was zooming into my screen. And then the second 2 trades were A-rank trades. All the confluences were there for a really nice trade setup with volume profile. They just didn't work, guys. And it's obviously frustrating when that happens. But the thing I like to highlight is that this is something I learned from Mark Douglas. With any trading strategy, there is a random distribution of wins and losses. So I know my personal win rate sits around the 70% mark. It's hovered around that for the last couple of years since I've been trading volume profile consistently. It's hovered around that 70% mark. So, and that's contributed to the fact that volume profile has a really good inherent edge, volume profile trading setups, which I've shared before on this channel from some of our school member studies on A rank, B rank, C ranks. There's a really good inherent edge on the volume profile alone. In fact, I'll share something with you very interesting on that in a second from school as well. But it's got a great inherent edge, and I only trade 1-to-1 majority of the time. So my win rate's pretty high. 70% is pretty high. 7 out of 10 trades I take will be wins. However, of those 10 trades, the 3 losses, if 7 are winning and 3 are losing, of those 3 losses, those could hit me back to back. Loss, 3 in a row. But then I go win the next 7. Or, put it out to a larger sample set. 100 trades, right? if I lose 30 and win 70, technically speaking, this is pretty unlikely. I could lose like 20 in a row before I go and win the rest. You know what I mean? We never know the distribution of wins and losses, but that's how it works when you're trading with an edge. We don't know when those losses will come. We just know that over a larger sample set, it'll balance out to that 70-30, 70 win, 30 loss. And so today was one of those days. And what I wanted to highlight to people inside the school on the live stream was that even though these were losses, they were good trades. All the confluences were there, and you cannot be afraid to execute especially when an A-rank trade shows up. You cannot be afraid to take that trade. Okay, it doesn't matter that I lost an A-rank trade here. That doesn't mean, oh, the markets are in a mood today. The markets are bad today. It doesn't mean that. It's just that's one of the random distributions of losses. All the confluences were there for a good long. Didn't happen. The market doesn't care about the lines on the chart at the end of the day. It's just going to do whatever it wants. So that's what happened there, right? And when it came back on the other side for the short, all the confluences there for a short. Cool. Just because the previous A-rank trade lost doesn't mean I should now fear taking this next trade, right? The A-rank setup is there. My edge, when an A-rank presents itself, an A-rank is my best trade, right? Hugely high percentage versus B and C rank trades. The A rank trades have a very high percentage of actually winning. So I'm always going to take them. So I enter the trade short, A rank short, get blown up. Boom, it cuts straight. Well, it had a little reaction, came halfway through the TP, which is annoying, but then just cut and turned straight back around. So that happened. And then I'm like, okay, cool. 2 losing A ranks in a row. Does that scare me? No. Okay. We move on to the next. It's random distribution of losses. I don't know when these are going to hit me. I just know over time I'm going to end up in the green. So started with a win, couple of losses, coming through to another A-rank setup. All the confluence is there. It's an even better A-rank setup because it was at a double premium level, double expensive, and I'm wanting to short, even better. I get short A-rank and that ends up winning. And obviously I go on to enjoy the rest of the day, go crazy in this middle part here. I risked the profit I had on here because I have an objective, right? I risked the profit I made up here, about $2,900, building into a crazy heavy position here and sold it off there, right? Very leveraged, but calculated leveraged. I was only risking the profit I made today to push a little bit further. Regardless, I said to myself, I'm going to take a payout, whether it's going to be $7,000 or $10,000. I'm going to take a payout at the end of the session. So I risked what I made today, that $3,000 I made today, to try and push the $10,000. I made it up. I'm now up enough. Took a little scalp here today because I just couldn't resist. It was a great setup. I'm up enough to now take 10K out. So what started as a frustrating session where A ranks were just not playing out ended up being a really good session where now, by the time my take profit trader dashboard refreshes tomorrow, I can go ahead and pull $10,000 out of an account I only spent $200 on to, buy the eval and activate the account. Now I can pull out $10,000 freaking dollars from it in a week and a half. Guys, the thing I'm trying to say here, these losses are going to hit, okay? They're going to hit. And I posted a video over on the main channel literally just 10 minutes ago about every time I enter a trade, and that was a good example of me actually levering into this position here. I'm thinking, can I afford the stop loss? Okay, every time I enter a trade, first thing I'm looking at is not how much can I make. I'm looking at my stop loss amount and saying, cool, I enter here, 77 tick stop loss. I'll lose 770 if it stops out. Can I afford that based on my balance? Am I okay with that? Yeah, I am. And so every trade I enter, I'm asking myself, can I afford the stop loss? Can I afford the stop loss? Yes, yes, yes. Boom, I built some profit earlier in the day. Cool, we come up to here. Okay, now I'm entering short. It goes halfway to take profit, comes back. All the confluences are still there for the short from overnight value low plus the high volume node, broken away from value all the way back to retest the POC. It's a good trade setup. All the confluences are there. I leave my stop loss where it is, but as the market trades into these levels, I average into the position while still only risking and accepting, okay, worst case, if I stop out, I'll just lose what I made earlier today and can still pull out a 7K payout by the end of the day. I say to myself psychologically, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm okay to risk that. If I lose, I'll still take 7K out. If I win, shit, man, now I can take out 10 grand. And so I ended up winning and winning good. I took a couple of partials, went back and forth, exited the trade and like, oh, it's still there. Boom, entered again and took a bigger winner down here. And then just a little cream on top at the end. So wild day, but all calculated, all right? All calculated. And each time I'm purchasing my stop, accepting the worst case scenario outcome before I enter the trade or before I add more to a position. I'm always accepting the worst case scenario. What would happen if this trade blows up? And that's a little psychological trick I advise. Not advice, no financial advice, but a little psychological tip I use to help me get through those losses, because they're going to hit. And it can be on an A rank trade, it can be on a B rank, C rank. Doesn't matter. The market doesn't care about the lines on the chart. We're just trying to find probable pockets to trade in, and that's it. We don't know when those losses are going to hit. Best we can do is manage that downside. So anyway, that's it. Just a little gem I thought I'd share from today because I haven't posted in a couple of days. But yeah, about to pull out a 10K from this. I'll put that on tomorrow's video. And yeah, that's it, man. If you want to come learn volume profile trading, I'll pin the link to the school community in the comments below. 556 members now. We're growing like crazy. Really nice community we got going on here, guys. You can learn the full strategy, how to trade volume profile from A to Z, plus all the nuances that we don't go into much on YouTube. But there's hours of additional content all in here, video content, helping you to build extra discretion, decision-making, context, member breakdowns. These are the best, the hot seat episodes. Each one's roughly an hour, so 18 of them. Going through and reviewing member trades, seeing it all in action in real time. And of course, end of each hot seat episode, group coaching, we do prop firm giveaways as well. Last week, we gave away 20 Take Profit Trader accounts on the hot seat weekly group coaching. So you get a lot of benefits in here. And of course, you can join the live daily Asian trading sessions, which start at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to join those, link is pinned in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you again tomorrow.